Hello you guys, and welcome back to the more Dark Souls 2. I have... I don't remember if this was a setup that I had last time. I don't think I had the King's armor on. But this is a setup that I really enjoy working with. Especially because of the moveset, of course. And you might notice that we're in Huntsman's Course. And yes, we are indeed. And the reason for this is because I actually warped to the wrong bonfire. I was supposed to warp to this bonfire. I think it is. But yeah, we are going to fight the Chariot, the undead Chariot boss. And the reason for this is because I am a sucker. I know that it's a bit of a cheap tactic to use, but I am an absolute sucker for the silver talismans in PvP. I don't really enjoy using them because they are a bit cheap. But they are good nonetheless. They are still good. Even though they are a bit cheap, they are still good in most cases because they really do transform you into an object in the battle. I have multiple times. Actually, when I'm playing on my other character, I used the silver talisman in the area. In the first Rat Covenant area, basically the area with the acid puddles and all that stuff. You can also get the notched whip here, which is amazing. But in the area with the acid puddles and all the poisonous rats, well, the petrification rats really, that area. I used the silver talisman in, and it transformed me into one of those statues, spewing the acid into small puddles. So I used that one to kind of lure players into a false sense of security. Which is a bit bullshit, I know, but I still like the silver talisman. I don't think that players should feel bad for using it, or that they should, that other players should rage just because they are being fooled because of the silver talisman, because the silver talisman is a legitimate item in the game that you can use, and it might not be the nicest way of doing things, but it is still a way, and in my opinion, I don't think that players should really hold on, I'm getting a little bit hard here. Oh, whoa, I'm still alive. Okay. That's so bullshit, seriously. That attack, the second attack is just bullshit. The leaping attack is bullshit. The targeting is just insane. Also, his course is for some reason extremely high. I mean, he does drop a +3 greatsword, but still, I mean, his poise is just ridiculously high. Really want to get that item, but I don't want to jump over and get it because I failed so many times with that jump, and I don't like it. Are you shitting me? It was a perfect way to get over there. The bridge was connected to that piece of rock. Right there, that's what I mean. That's why sometimes this game is just full of bullshit. It was a perfect way to get over there. And the game just feels like, nah man, you ain't going over here. You're just gonna die. Fuck everything in this area. I'm not losing the 30,000 souls. Because I'm going to use them on buying silver talismans. Now the thing I'm doing here is very dangerous because these guys will just jump down and try and win. So I really don't recommend doing it. But I really don't want to lose my soul, so I don't care. We're not going over there anytime soon. What? That's fucking bullshit! That's fucking horseshit! They cannot follow me that far. Come on. If they can follow me that far, oh, for fuck's sakes. It's impossible to get away from them if they can follow me that far. Seriously. If they can follow me for that long, it's basically impossible to get away from them. What the fuck is wrong? Fucking hell. That basically means I have to take care of all of them. And you know the weird part of it? I don't think I can without dying. Which is why I think this is a bullshit game sometimes. Hopefully that guy is going to be blocking there. As he makes this bridge for a little long. There we go. So we're in. We're in the Chariot area. Now we're going to fight this Chariot boss. And last time I was here, I did it on the first try. I don't know if I'll be able to do that again. But what I do know is I will try. Of course, one of the most important parts about this area is that you will basically need a shield, which I have not taken with me. I have not brought a shield. Shit. Jesus Christ. Hey, how you doing? Wait, what is here? This is where I think it turns into bullshit. They don't really show where the fucking lever is. And there are fucking necromancers in this area that just kills you off. Not even caring about a fucking thing. And basically now I have to make it all the way back there without dying on the way. And I have to make it through the whole boss area without dying. Wait, why am I still waiting? I shouldn't be waiting that. Yeah. I think that is, need a shield. Definitely. In my opinion, I think we're gonna go with the germ great shield because we won't be doing anything other than fighting physical. So I'm saying we go with a physical weapon. Now, in addition to that, we probably need a rather lightweight weapon. In which case, I will be going for the. What can we go with? Let's have a look here. The high lands, maybe. That could work. Could work. And we still no, not quite. Okay, so we're changing our setup to the Wanderer set, and the Jester's glove, and the ribbon trousers, and we can fast forward again. Now, I don't like using a shield that much, but in these cases, I will be using one. Now, I actually think it's quite ironic that we will be using this Heidi Lance against the Chariot boss, especially because of the fact that the Chariot boss will use the Chariot Lance themselves, which in my opinion is a little bit ironic, so it'll basically be Lance against Lance. Although the Chariot boss won't be really using the lance in the battle, because of course we'll just be running around dodging the whole thing. It does have a lance, and we will be making that lance after we've got the soul. That right there is the strong attack of the lance, which is in general, I think it's a really good attack. Because it just knocks most enemies on their ass, and it has a pretty high damage output in addition to that. Now, the reason why I think it's a little bit bullshit is because a lot of people are using it in PvP, and it can still knock players on their ass, and I think that's a bit of a cheap way to win, just continuously knocking them on their ass. But definitely. So, now I only have stamina enough for using the strong attack a single time, and then I'll have to just wait a little bit for my stamina to recharge. But it's still a really good one. And the reason why I think a shield is necessary in this area is of course because of the fact that you will be fighting a lot of skeletons. and you will have to hide in small crevasses. Well, not really crevasses, but in the small alcoves, rather. In small alcoves. You'll have to hide from the Chariot boss in those alcoves um, in order to allow you not to get one-shotted by the boss, of course. Um, and while you hide in here, you are, of course, basically a sitting duck um, for the skeletons, which means that you will just have to, well, stand there and take the hits. And now we've got a 75 stability shield to take those hits until the Chariot boss arrives and takes care of them, which is good. Like that. He just takes care of them, and we will continue to find this person. I will just be taking down the Necromancer. Just because the Necromancer is horrible. With that right there is where they die. How the hell? Yeah, I'm not just here. Oh, wait, I'm alive? What? Okay, I'm alive, apparently. I don't know how, but I'm alive. So... Oh, that is fucking bullshit! That's horseshit! Seriously, and you see how close they were to actually dying. At least we've taken care of the Necromancers. And the Necromancers will not respawn. As far as I know, at least. I really do think that it's bullshit that enemies in this game can still get critical hits by knocking away your shield. I mean, I think it's bullshit that they can get backstabs as well. Parries I can accept. But I think it's bullshit that they can actually just knock away your shield. Because that is basically one of the only defense mechanisms you actually have against those fuckers. Honestly. But yeah. I think it's a little bit bullshit that they can still knock away your shield and get a critical on that. Fine, whatever. How the fuck is he? I swear to God, I hit him before he hit me the second time. He finished his first attack chain and then I hit him first, but somehow the game decided that he hit me first. And of course I don't break his poise while he breaks mine with one hit. Which is not bullshit, but whatever. No, I don't really like these whip guys. And as I've told you, I really enjoy the whip, just not when it's getting used against me, especially not by NPCs. Because the NPCs usually use it in a way that I wouldn't use it, and that makes it hard to predict what will happen. You better sit down, son. Alright, now the next monster will not respawn, which is a good thing. So as long as we keep running through this area, and we shouldn't care much about the whole skeleton thing. I think we should just immediately just start running. And whenever the chariot appears, out of here, and we just put up our shield. Until the chariot passes. And then and necromancers respawn. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Fuck. Fuck you. Come on! Fuck off! Oh, for fuck's sakes! That is horseshit! I fucking hate this boss! Why did they have to make so many fucking skeletons in this location? Why? You have to hide. If you hide, the skeletons get critical by knocking away your fucking shield all the time, or they die in front of the entrance so you cannot get out again. Fuck this. No, fuck this. I don't care. This is fucking bullshit. And I know I'm cursing a lot, but this is horse shit. It cannot be fair. Whoever considers this fair is clearly not thinking you straight. I mean, seriously. Fucking seriously. I couldn't even imagine whoever would think this was a fair fucking fight. Whoever thought of this fight was just full of shit. They were probably just taking a shit and thought, hey, that would be a good idea. At least now I don't have to fucking worry about my souls anymore because I just fucking lost them because the game just doesn't even want to care. It doesn't even try to care, it just decides that this is just bullshit. Fuck you, I fucking got through. Look at this, I can't get out. Just die anywhere else but the fucking entrance, you bitches. Fuck off, fuck off. No, fuck off. The thing is, I have to fight at least like 5 fucking... I fucking hate that they've given some mobs in this game. I hate that they've given some mobs in this game. Now this is actually a really, really bad situation for me. Because I have to get close to that fucker. But this archer keeps fucking shooting me. The lucky thing is this boss isn't really that fast. I fought faster bosses. There you go. Yes, I know that I am really, that I get really mad sometimes, that I just curse all the time. I know this, and I know it isn't fucking, I know it isn't, I already curse again. I know it isn't that nice to hear, and it's not a nice thing to curse. It's just because some bosses in this game are just meant, they're just basically meant to piss you off. In my opinion, I do think actually that a lot of bosses in this game is just meant to piss you off. Basically, they've just been made as a boss battle to piss you off. Which of course is bullshit in my opinion, and I don't like it at all. Now, the thing that I will be doing is talking to this guy.
Oh, do you? Well, that's not.
Oh,
Go.
wait, what?
You these. Yeah, do you? But all these. Oh, you want. Oh,
And now we will abandon the Rat Bros to join the Blood Brothers.
now you this.
Cause
You. Well, what have
he's got some stuff that I really want. For example, these silver talismans. Now I will buy the red sign soapstone first, and then I will buy 17 of these silver talismans. Because the silver talisman is, in my opinion, is really, really good. Now what I will do is I will just see if I can grip the high sword and do this, and then what will good. So now I'll be able to do this, knock over people, and stab. But I will use the stabbing thing mostly. That is the thing that I'll be relying most on, because I don't really like the knocking thing. I will only use the attack where you knock over opponents if they actually start becoming like horribly. Well, I will only use it if they start becoming really, really bullshit during the battle. But other than that, I will use the dual wielding attacks, and I will just quit actually because I just realized that I haven't actually rested at the bonfire, which means that I haven't respawned all my capabilities. I will just see if I can wear the. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Good. Because I really like the king set. I think it looks really good. Um, Now, off camera, I was doing some PvP as a rat bro, and I was beating up a couple of players, and there I was dual wielding a scimitar and the washing pole, and it actually served me very well, and that looked even better with the king set, so I really enjoyed it. Um, Now I will only be doing one PvP duel. I'll do PvP until I win once, and then I will kill it. Yeah. See, this guy, he is scared of my damage output and instantly tries to switch to the sword attack, to the bow, because he's so scared of how much damage I can actually deal. Which is of course something that I think is bullshit, because you shouldn't do that, and I won. Yeah, but I really, really hate these kind of players that, because I have such a high damage output, they just switch immediately to using ranged weapons like the javelin or a bow or um, magic in any kind or something like that. I really don't approve, because players get scared of how much damage I'm dealing, and they just start switching to doing it without bringing themselves in danger. I really hate players that does this. And if you are doing this, I recommend that you stop immediately, because it is bullshit. Um, and not only will it make you look bad, you are also kind of embarrassing every single person um, in the Dark Souls community, because you are using such cheap methods. Um, but I mean, of course, it is up to oneself how to do it. But I really, 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 you should just know that I hate people that does this, because it is just such a cheap strategy, and I really don't like it when people do this. Um, but yeah, um, what else can we do? We haven't defeated the actually, one thing that we haven't done is we haven't defeated the boss in the No Man's Wharf, um, and the reason for this is basically because I really don't like that fight at all. Um, it's worse on the second playthrough, but I still don't like that battle at all. And the reason why it's worse on the second playthrough is because there are some small red phantom guys that spawn with the boss and try to fight you. And that is just crazy, in my opinion. It is just completely ridiculous that you have to fight not only the boss, but also some red phantoms. And as you can see, my damage calculation is really good using this setup. Of course, these guys' movesets, they are very similar to the moveset of the Drake Keepers, I think they're called. The Drake Keepers in the Dragon Chariot. Except the Drake Keepers are more relentless in their assault. I mean, they basically don't stop that easily. I mean, these guys have a long charge down whenever they attack. Like, they charge down for a long time, basically. Which is why these are so easy to fight, while the Drake Keepers are more troublesome to fight, because they basically just don't stop attacking, and their damage output is pretty insane, and that's why I think it's so bullshit, honestly. Other than that, these guys moveset is very similar to the moveset of those Drake Keepers, which is why I'm not really having any trouble with him at all. I had some trouble with the Drake Keepers, and that was because they have such a relentless assault. These guys don't have that. They are not as fearless or relentless as the Drake Keepers. So they are. Once you fought the Drake Keepers, these guys feel like pushovers. In general. Yeah, I guess that is a fake message again. If anyone who puts a message right there in front of what you think is the illusion, I would assume that is a fake message.